Guys, you see this particular video is loaded. I mean, someone on my video had told me that every year we get the three witches, and I had agreed, right? Apparently, there is war in that coven. Yes, Sultana and Doris had a little back and forth yesterday. We're going to be talking about all that. We're going to be talking about the whole thing between Kaikcomi and Isabella, their fight again. God, this video is packed. Yes, we're going to be talking about the gamers, that's Koyin and Dede. There's a lot to talk about, even with the whole moving of bed between Midday and Bright. So let's just start off this video. But before that, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Guzzy and this is Chat with Guzzy. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video.
You need bully? I'm gonna bully you. I swear to God, I will bully you. He's a bully. This thing is not bully. You need bully? I swear to God, like, I'm gonna beat him. Like.
You people cannot tell me anything. Culture nowhere. The housemates were playing a game last night, yes, where they were to mimic each other. And it was a thing of they write their names on a piece of paper. And when you pick somebody, you try to do something that will make the housemates guess that it is that person you are talking about. And culture had done that for K-Bobo. God. I mean, let's move from that and go over to this Kaikcomi and Isabella matter, because K-Bobo is a dynamic in that particular situationship. Yes. Okay, let's start with Kaikcomi. So Kaikcomi was complaining to Victory and was telling Victory that Isabella is delusional. Yes, that imagine Rude Boy had grabbed Isabella's bum and all that the thing himself did not even make him feel one kind. I'm like, okay, it did not make you feel one kind. Why are you talking about it? Well, my face front, continue waiting I did talk. He kept on saying that, I mean, he's done with her. This is not the first time we are hearing Kaikcomi talk about being done. He was done and then he went to go and ask her to be his girlfriend. Like, Kaikcomi says one thing behind her, and when he's faced with her, he's another conversation entirely. Well, he spoke about how he's done with her, how she's too toxic, yes, that she argues a lot, the whole back and forth is tiring, that he wants to sleep downstairs. Yes, he doesn't want to sleep with her again and all. Whereas Isabella don't they move towards K-Bobo already. I mean, she and K-Bobo shared a bed last night. They cuddled. Wahala for cuddling. Hey, God. Oh. Is that not his hand on her bubs? On her boobies? I mean, they've already slept and they were cuddling. Well, Isabella, before all this cuddling, had stated that, I mean, she doesn't want anything to do with Kaikcomi, that Kaikcomi is a tout that she was even managing. I'm like, eh? God. Ha! You have turned prince to tout. She said he is a tout. And I'm like, ha, God. God, these housemates, they carry us go where we don't know. Ha! Well, let's talk about the drama in the coven, which is coven. Now, the issue was basically between Sultana and Doris. Now, this story has two sides to it. And last, we don't know which one is true. We don't know which one is a lie. Now, according to Sultana said that, I mean, she has a swollen ankle. Sultana has spoken about that swollen ankle. So she spoke about having a swollen ankle and she had told the gym instructor, right, that she had a swollen ankle. So the gym instructor had allowed her to stay off the exercises, you get. So she was not having a conversation with Gigi. Herself and Gigi, they were just talking, and before she knew what was going on, Doris was telling her that she talks too much, she should keep quiet, she's talking too much and all. And for her, that is not good because it was offensive. Why would Doris speak to her like that? And for her, she felt like Doris was acting like a prefect. Yes. So she had stated that she was going to come and meet Doris and clear Doris. That, not play that kind of play with me. You understand? Whereas, Doris' own side of the story was that she and Gigi, that's the Sultana now, and Gigi were talking, right? And as they were talking, people were looking at them. You get? So she was now trying to tell Sultana that people are looking at them. Either they should reduce their voice, or you get, people are looking at them. So she was trying to watch out for Sultana. You get? But Sultana wasn't saying it that way. Sultana was like, no, you were not trying to look out for me. Don't do that again. You get? So it was like a clearing period. And Doris had gotten upset also about it. And Doris was talking about how she would not advise Sultana again. Yes, that she would not advise her again, that she will be on her own and all. I mean, it took Sabrina to come and start, like, before the thing escalated, it took Sabrina, the third party, to come and try to calm things down. Now, Sultana was even offended because according to her, she was saying that, I mean, this conversation was being had and it's not just them that are there. Yes, Dan Boss Kid was there and Baba was laughing when need be. He was minding his business, but at the same time, not minding his business. Yes. You know, all this laughter when necessary, all this chuckle and the rest, where people are actually having their own serious matter going on. Well, Sabrina tried to diffuse the situation before it became bigger. Yes, but this was not before Doris has stated that she would not advise Sultana again. Sultana can do whatever she wants to do, either come out hand. Yes. Let's see how that goes. Because the Doris gang get her own for body. Doris that said, I will not advise you again. Blah, blah, blah. Doris still wants to carry herself to go and advise Sultana, guys. Okay, you will be wondering, what am I talking about again? Doris went to have a conversation with Gigi. And guys, permit me to say at this point that I am tired of Gigi. Like, almost 90% when the camera is on her, Gigi is talking about Victory. Allow that situation rest, for heaven's sake. It did not work, it did not work. Why do you keep giving the boy relevance? He treated you like shit. Move on, baby girl. You're a queen all by yourself. Why do you keep talking and talking and talking about him? Now, she was talking about how the week has been a lot for her. It would have been good to win something. That she lost her man. Voila for man. She lost her man. And that she lost her best friend all in 1 week. Yes. So she's pretty offended with the way Sultana is giving Victory attention, allowing Victory massage her feet, like playing with Victory, touching Victory and all that. Knowing fully well that Victory did her dirty. Yes, for her, as my friend, you're not supposed to allow this kind of thing happen. You're not meant to be giving the guy green lights like this. You're not meant to be entertaining him. Yes, so for her, she feels bad about the whole situation. And we saw Madame Doris that had just said that she was not going to advise Sultana again. We saw her saying that she was going to meet Sultana to talk to Sultana about the whole situation. That Sultana is not meant to be doing something like that. I'm like, Doris, not try mind your business. You know, go try mind your business. Well, I want to see how that unfolds because, I mean, two of them don't be clear each other. Not quite long. And then you are planning again to go and advise her. As far as she's not an adult, she does not know what she's doing. Plus, I beg Gigi, must she fight your fight? You people are there to play a game. She should not be somebody's enemy because the person did you dirty. That's the way I see it. People are there for a game. And her loyalty should be to herself and playing her own game, not fighting your fight. That's my own take on it. Moving from that, this same Gigi was talking to Sabrina and she was talking about how she has lost a lot of things this week and she wanted to feel like a winner. So she wanted her team to win. It's so sad that her team did not win and all that Victory, because Sultana was not even, Sabrina was not even telling her that Victory did not even do much in that group and all that. It's not about Victory. And she was like, exactly, he did not do much and yet he still won. And I'm like, because God is from your village, I be waiting, where you not go win. Kilo day. Baby girl, it's high time you snap out of whatever is up with you and you move on. Now, moving from that, let's talk about Dede and Koyin. Now, why we're talking about this is because of the conversation that Otega and Thelma were having. I mean, Otega and Thelma were talking, and then Thelma was talking about how she loves the game Dede is playing. That imagine, Koyin is now in the garden cutting Dede's nails and all. And Otega was talking about how, see what she did to a full-grown man and all that. See what she did to Kola and all. And Thelma was talking about how she feels responsible for that she would have put Kola to check. But she never did that she would have put him to check and all. I'm like, okay, check finder, check putter. That's what you came to the house to do. Well, as they were discussing Dede and her game plan, they had shown Dede. Dede was in the garden and she was with Koyin. Yes. Now, they had stated that Koyin was cutting Dede's nails, but when they had showed them, maybe, perhaps, before that time, because they know they talk with him, they don't know. So this is me assuming now that he had already done her nails. But when they had shown them, she was now the one reciprocating that favor. She was cutting his nails, and then Baba had cleaned her makeup. Yes, and then she was they were talking, and then she started talking about how she was hungry. You guys know that Kola has been cooking for her, and Kola right now has said he's not going to speak to her till today, Saturday. So she needs another chef. Well, she was talking about how she's hungry, and Baba had asked her, okay, what do you want to eat? And then they had gone on ad break. By the time they had come back, we had seen that, okay, they had joined the housemates to play the games I had told you guys earlier. Now, let's move on from that and talk about Midday and Brightmorgan. Now, remember I told you guys that Bright was talking about moving on to someone else, and I told you guys that Midday was talking to Dede and talking about how she kind of feel embarrassed over what had happened between herself and Bright. Now, Midday was having a conversation with Bright, and she was telling him that, you know what, we need to change bed. You need to move bed. Yes, I'm no longer comfortable with you sleeping by my side because we went too far. So she was basically saying that what happened between them was going too far. Yes, and it's a thing of, I like you, I'm attracted to you, but guy, we not fit the loose guard like that for TV. You get? And Baba was like, no problem. Anything you decide, I'll be fine with it, right? I thought, okay, they were going to shift bed. They were going to move bed because that was her suggestion. Before we knew what was happening later, we had seen that, okay, it's like there was something in her boobs and all that he was helping her to check. Now, before that, where they were having that conversation, she had said that she likes the fact that they pray together. I'm like, a couple that pray together, do what? Stay together, wahala. She now said the only problem is that after we pray, you will now want to cuddle. I say, hey. God forgive me, oh. Hey, Midday will not kill me. What brand of rubbish is this? Well, to cut the long story short, that is how they did not move beds. So two of them still slept together, still cuddled. Yes, they still cuddled. But now, remember I told you guys that Bright's account, the handler said it had been hacked and all that serene. Now, the account had put up another post. Initially, I was laughing about the whole hacking thing because I felt like it was damage control. I just did not say it in my last video. I felt that whole thing where they were coming to say it was hacked and all that, it was damage control because, I mean, it was out of anger that tweet or that post, had gone out, right? But now, I'm not seeing another post made using his account. And the person had put up what you can see on your screen and had said Brightmorgan, aka, had put his name there, sexually assaulted Midday, touching Midday's breast and butt while she fell asleep. This should not be okay. People need to condemn this. What is this? Midday has parents. Brightmorgan needs to be disqualified. I'm like, what on earth is happening here, Biko? So for me, this justifies that whole hacking and no hacking thing. Yes, it's something we should believe. Well, the person still continued after the whole disqualification thing and has said, why will anybody say this is okay to do to somebody's daughter? A female for that matter. Brightmorgan, aka, has stated it, is a rapist. Kayme did not go this far and had tagged Big Brother, disqualified Kayme. Bright has to be disqualified. What is this? And had tagged DSTV, had tagged GoTV and BBN. I'm like, what on earth is this? Like, what is this? These people, if this is true, they need to report that, like, they should just abandon the account because according to what the team is saying, the person wants them to pay. Yes, person wants them to pay. So, personally, I'm not buying the whole payment thing. They should report the account. They should tell their fans to report the account. Let the account be brought down. And then they have another account. They create another account for him. Because right now, this is not okay in any form. The person also said Brightmorgan, aka, had put it again, sexually assaulted Midday, touching Midday's breast and butt while she fell asleep. This should not be okay. And I'm like, try rest. It is consensual. So, as far as there was consent, what are you still ranting about? Now only God will help them. Well, this whole thing at least is bringing a form of recognition to Bright. Although I don't like this kind of recognition personally. Well, that's all I have for you guys on this particular video. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Please like this video, share this video, and comment. I love you all so much. Bye, guys.